What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and I've got a package. This package is very highly anticipated. So, you'll see in the description, this is the Liong Feild Duty. Now, I saw Kevin, Lefty EDC, my brother, right? He ordered the Liong Feild Duty EDC, and he ordered the left-handed version because Liong is awesome like that, and he actually makes left-handed versions of his knives, which I think is amazing. And of course, all the lefties out there praise him for that because they get the shaft most of the time. So he got that knife, and I was like, holy. So I saw it well before the unboxing video and stuff came out on YouTube because we talk on the daily, and he showed me a picture of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that thing looks good. Do they make a bigger version? Because you guys know I like the big knives, right? And he was like, yes. And he showed me the link, and I knew right then that was going to be my next knife purchase as far as, the higher end production knives. I immediately contacted Liong and I told him, I was like, look, I saw this knife. This is definitely going to be my next purchase. I love the design. Keep doing what you're doing. I had to, sell some stuff to be able to purchase this. And some things happened, so it took me a few weeks, but he was like, hey, before you buy, contact me. And so I did, and just to be fair and upfront, I bought this directly from Liong, and I did get a discount because he knows I'm a YouTuber. It wasn't nothing huge or anything like that, but he helped me out because I'm going to provide content, right? But I'm going to try to let that not, skew me one way as far as this being the first impressions and to come a full review later. But I have to admit, when I first saw the knife, it has everything that I want, right? I've kind of told myself I wasn't going to buy a knife that didn't have features like I wanted. What are those features? Well, I want, of course, a good blade steel. This one is an M390. I want a good finger choil because that's just ergonomically where I land, and I wanted a whole deployment. At least a whole deployment, and if it had other features, great, but a whole deployment because that is just how I like to deploy my knives and play with them. Flippers are getting kind of old to me. Thumb studs are good because I can usually do the middle finger flick, but it wasn't just that. The design, the overall profile, it just has all the features that I look for, and so I got super stoked, and boom, here it is. I haven't been excited about this or an unboxing first impression since I bought this, which is my all-time grail, the Custom Knife Factory Evo. This is the 1.0, the bigger one. So I know you're like, get into the package. So let's do that. All right, so we have a package and then we have a box. Let's get into this. Oh, and I was talking to Liong on Instagram through all this, and the guy is just awesome. He's just a really good dude, and I plan on, of course, asking him some questions and all that stuff. Boom. La 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 la. Oh, I'm so freaking excited. All right, so it comes in a very, very nice pouch. I love pouches. I like it when knives come in pouches because it protects them very well, and then, of course, I just like, let me look at that design. Liong design. Oh. Let's get into it. All right, so in the pouch, it's a double-sided pouch. You get his card, just in case you want to see that and all there. There's his information. Definitely check him out. I contacted him on Instagram. I think it's a good way to contact him because he is responsive. You get a nice cloth, which looks like it is branded, which is awesome, and a really cool little patch. I love that the little touches, right? The little extra touches. So that is super cool. Actually, I'm just going to leave this out right now because I'm so excited. So the Feild Duty EDC, guys, it comes in a sealed package too. The Feild Duty EDC is seriously, this knife's younger brother. And I like big stuff. Kevin did nothing but rave about that knife. So another thing that I like and that I looked for is if it's going to be made by an overseas company, I want it to be Riyadh. All day, every time. Other manufacturers are good. Don't get me wrong. They've done some really good stuff. But Riot, if I know it's made by Riot, then I know I'm going to get quality. This one, as you can see, is the little bit dressed up version. Marbled carbon fiber, obviously titanium, and it is basically like an integral bolster lock, because it is the frame of the knife overlaid with these carbon fiber. So I call it a bolster lock, and that's just what we're going to do. Look at this beauty. Ceramic ball, pocket clip. It just looks amazing. All right, so let's get a good close look here. The marbled carbon fiber looks absolutely stunning. I love marbled carbon fiber. I do not see voids. I don't see anything transition-wise. It looks great. It is absolutely dead freaking centered. All right, first flick. Wow. Okay, so one thing Lefty talked about before I close it is the detent. He loved the detent. And guess what? Kevin is a picky bastard, okay? So whenever I heard Kevin rave about Liong Ma's products, because he's now got two. He's got the Koof as well. I was like, well, I mean, if it's good for Kevin, it's going to be great for me because I'm not as picky. That was an amazing middle finger flick, which is, of course, how I love to do it. Let's see what the drop is. Buttery, buttery smooth. Let's check the lockup. Rock solid. And, oh, look. So it's already getting better. I mean, brand new knife. And that first one, so comes right down. Oh, and listen to that, guys. I love a good detent, and this sucks this blade in. That nice click. Yeah. Let's see if I can do it with the thumb. The thumb's not as good for me. I don't ever use the thumb when I have a hole deployment. I always use middle finger flick, but I like to try. So it's definitely doable. It's not as intuitive for me because I just never use that. So that, God almighty, that feels amazing. Now, this is the bigger version. Kevin has the Field Duty EDC. I wanted the bigger one. This is the bigger one. And as you can see, it's not a small knife. It's not overly huge, though, but it's not a small knife. This is what I was really hoping for as well. Look, it has a very generous finger choil and this area here that has a little bit of a swell. So it's neutral, but it has a swell. The wonderful like spear point leaf shaped blade that I really, really enjoy. Let's see. Man, does this feel good. I knew it would be. The ergonomics, one of the things that drew me to this knife is I knew that it's made for me. I like Strider, right? Strider ergonomics work well for me. I like the Spyderco Shaman. It's similar to those two knives, and so I knew, but actually I love the way they did this choil because as you can see, it gives you a lot of cutting edge. Unlike on Spyderco's in the way they do the choil, which they're very ergonomic knives, and I love Spyderco, but the way that they did this, it gives you a lot. I mean, the cutting edge is right back there, and so all of your forward choil, or this is not really a forward choil. This is just the way the knife is designed, and it's designed to be held like this. God almighty. I'm telling you, it's very, very comfortable. It has the jimping on here that I really dig. I can't remember what it's called, but it's one directional, right? So pushing it this way gives you so much grip. I love the way it feels, and then pushing it this way is smoother. So when you're actually using the knife, you grip this. I think that's genius. There's probably other knives that do that, but most of the jimping that I see is bi-directional. This one is one directional. I like it. So, okay, so if I am choking up on the knife, the jimping comes all the way out here. So my thumb is landing on the jimping on the back side, and then I'm kind of going up. That feels really good. I was kind of worried about that because usually if I get past the jimping up here, then there's a little bit of a sharp edge or whatever. As you can see how that's rounded, really nice, and a little bit of a swoop. That's perfect for where my thumb lands. I'm really excited about this guy, which you guys know I get excited. I get excited easily. But this knife, it really was made for me. I'm so surprised that I had not really known about this knife. And I'm really thankful for Lefty EDC for, kind of bringing me to the Liong Mall designs. And I've actually seen some other ones that I think are awesome. I'm going to Blade Show this year, and I cannot wait to meet Liong Mall. So, guys, fit and finish, first impressions, it just looks amazing. Riyadh always does, obviously, a wonderful, wonderful job. This thing is just sexiness, beautifulness, and feels amazing. This might be, guys, this knife right here, I love the middle finger flick. It works really good. And then even the thumb flick for this one, if I get off lock bar, works really well. But I want you to hear it. Oh, it makes such a great sound. This one might sound better. Ooh. And sounds most people don't give a shit about. I do. I think it adds to the knife while I'm playing with it. Look at that. It's already breaking in. Ceramic bearings. Now, this is something that I've been very curious about as well. Because the jimping comes all the way up here, it's actually in line with the pivot, so I probably can't do it. I haven't seen many people do it, but I'm going to try to do the front flip on this. Let's try. Nope. I was kind of hoping I could do that, but I haven't seen anybody else do it. And so I figured it probably wasn't the case, but I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, I should be able to do that because I can do that with like the Shaman. But that's not I don't care because like with the Shaman, I can do it, but I never do. I'm always going to deploy this knife just like that. It seriously, I can't really explain it. It is seriously such a well-tuned detent for the reverse flick that I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this out of my pocket. Full flat grind. This is just a first impressions guy, but full flat grind, very tall blade. So feels like it gets like super thin behind the edge. When we do the full review, we'll actually measure that. All right, I got to cut something. Let's cut something right off the box. I don't usually do this, but... Oh, yeah. Now that is a slicey blade. Guys, you look at this, look at the blade length. You get like 4 inches. I don't have the specs right in front of me. You get such a great amount of cutting edge with the comfort and materials, guys. So yeah, I am freaking super stoked. I am so excited to put this in pocket and carry it around. And then, guys, the full review will be coming soon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this out of the pocket, so the review might come sooner than some of the other ones because, damn. I'm really impressed. I knew it was going to be, but I hyped myself up because of Kevin that I was like, man, it might be disappointing because I'm hyping myself up. I usually do that. Nope. No, oh, God, that sound. Oh, my gosh, the detent, guys. That's the shining feature of this knife, really. Well, there's a lot. I mean, the ergonomics are also just melting my hand. But this freaking thing... All right, so I told you I wasn't going to be biased or anything. But we'll carry it. We'll see if there's any flaws. I do like ceramic ball pocket clips. I've had them on a couple of knives on the channel. The Todd Begg Bodega had one. The Hornet had one. And they usually work pretty well for me. They have kind of a snap. I'm sure this one's going to be like that. This is not judging any kind of carry, but it is deep carry, as you can see. A lot of people love that, and it is reversible for left-handed. So you hear that click? I like to feel that click. I like to hear that click. It gives me confidence that the pocket clip has got the retention that it needs. Some people don't, and I understand. But that's what I like about the ceramic ball detent. It goes in and out of pocket usually very well. We'll give this a test, and we will find out. Guys... I'm impressed so far, and I'm really excited. So you guys know when I'm excited, it's just crazy, crazy. I want to carry this right now, and I will get back with you. Jesus, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this thing out of my pocket. All right, thanks for stopping by and checking it out with me. I really appreciate all of you guys who have supported me. This community is amazing, and Liong Ma is now on Instagram. I've talked to him. I'm going to talk to him some more, and I can't wait to get more info on his thoughts on this design. Because really, from what I understand, this is a hard use knife. He designed this to be a hard use. It's so damn pretty. I'm not going to use this thing hard, and people are going to give me crap about that. This is an EDC knife for me. I have tons of knives, but the way this thing has, as far as ergonomics and detent, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it away from my pocket. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for stopping by. I'm just rambling now. I love you all. Stay safe in this crazy world that we are living in, and we will see you in the next one.